Hey guys, welcome to the call. This is Steve Bentley here, and I got Kevin Spencer and Sheri.
Reshelved, Steve. Half
I
their
would
lead
never
will
say
formally go with.
you never say your name. Welcome back from Nashville. I know you guys just got back recently. Been back a few days, but I know you're enjoying the environment down there. Awesome town. I love Nashville. I love Tennessee. So anyways, just wanted to get you on the phone quickly and do a quick little hey, hello, and tell us about your experience from being at the celebration event, Isagenix's summer conference. And going back, first of all, right, so Kevin, tell us first of all, where were things at when Sheri first heard about Isagenix? And you might want to pass it off to her as well here and there to give her experience so you're not talking for her. But where were you guys at before she got started on Isagenix? And kind of take us from then to kind of now when you went to the event down in Nashville?
Sure. Sheri came home, how long ago? It's been a couple of years now, right?
November of 2016.
Yeah, so in November 2016, she came home and she was excited about these products she was going to try, and it was going to change things, and it gave her some focus and some vision on what her future goals wanted, what she wanted for her future goals. And I, at the time, was skeptical, might be a word that could be used. And basically I said, you know what, I'm going to support you 100%. My background had been, I'm a cancer survivor, and through the treatments and getting into ruts and jobs and things like that, I gained weight. I put on a lot of weight. And at one time, being a volunteer firefighter, I was able to hide it because of the amount of energy I'd have to expend. So with metabolism and everything else, things started kind of going downhill, and I started gaining weight. And although I wasn't going to be involved with the products, Sheri got on board and did amazing things with not only her appearance, but her energy and her focus and things like that. So by February of 17, I went, okay, I can't keep being stubborn anymore. I got to jump on the bandwagon a little bit too. And at the same time, I was in the process of starting up a new business and getting myself, getting my feet under me as an independent consultant. And I didn't think I was going to have the time or the focus or the ability or the money to be able to support this. And we applied ourselves, and yeah, I dropped some weight out of it. But the big thing that I noticed was mental clarity and energy level and thought process, which was really cool for me. I was able to have a different thought process. So that was.
We won't use the word multitask, but it was close.
No. I will not ever use the word multitask.
Well, he is a guy, so.
That's right. So yeah, so that's basically my backstory. And I've been involved with it since February of 17, felt the benefits of the health benefits of it, but also, like I said, the clarity and the mental aspect of it as well. And we have done a masterful job, I would say, of focusing to be able to continue on that path.
Cool.
Now, you've watched me go to, I went to the New Year's kickoff, but in Canada in January with Roseanne, and then I went to Vegas with Roseanne for celebration and came back and was all energized and still supportive, but would say, honey, that's your business. You just go with it. I'm here to support you in whatever you need from me. And then this year rolled around, and
this year rolled around, and we had always, the two of us had always talked about going to Nashville.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So we whenever celebration occurred in Nashville, we had planned on going with another couple to attend, and due to scheduling circumstances and everything else, that unfortunately didn't occur. But at the same time, it was almost better, because now I didn't have to have that I can go in incognito and nobody knows who I am, or nobody knows. And I was very fortunate to have Steve provide me with a ticket to be able to attend the event, and very appreciative of it. And in all honesty, I did not go down to attend this event as an Isagenix person. I went down to attend this event as a professional development for my own business, because I knew there was going to be top level speakers there. I knew there was going to be marketing folks there that could help me with social media and with those types of things. And in all honesty, I went down completely for building my business.
Yep, that's cool. I like it.
And when I got there, some of the news that came out put me on my ear, essentially. I've been very open to what the benefits of the Isagenix products have been, but I always, just like we were going to the restaurants and everything else, oh, you're the shake people, right? That's what we kept hearing. And then when the news broke about the essential oils, my jaw dropped, and I looked at Sheri and I went, this is it. This is the next level. And that's where I really kind of, I'm going to get behind this, because this is going places. Cool. So that's the background. And did I miss anything?
Well, no. There was a couple of times it was kind of cool, because I had witnessed the amount of people in Vegas and witnessed sort of the energy that comes from the speakers and the realness of the people that are there educating us or providing us with that training. So it was good for him to feel that too, right? It wasn't the raw Isagenix. It was real people that had started off like he and I, and just told their story, and now this level. And there was a couple of numbers and situations where you turned to me and went, wow. Which was kind of cool. And he left every day ready to go the next day. And I got to tell you, I wasn't sure that was going to happen, but he did. Every day he was ready to go.
Yeah. Well, and it was so impressive, the masterful marketing that Isagenix did in Nashville. You couldn't walk down Broadway without seeing the company logo somewhere. Mm-hmm. And it was phenomenal, because it really drew the conversation to people.
It did. And so, like they do in all of their discussions, they left it up to their associates to have the conversations about what is that. Because it had nothing else but the flag of Isagenix. That's it. Yep. No words, no information. And so, in their power of being able to use us as their tool, because we are, it was, and always, constantly, we were asked the question. And shocked when he jumped in and answered questions or would start the convos. Well, usually he would deflect and go, share.
It was funny, because we were at one of the bars right after, where the band was on the roof, where we were up
before the
So we went for a drink, and we literally at that point in time I had a beer and wings in front of me. And the guys were setting up the band, and they said, oh, yeah, you're the shake people.
He lifted up his plate of wings and his beer and went, really?
Seriously, guys, come on over and let's talk.
Yeah.
I said, you got to understand what this is all about. It's not what it is.
And the band literally came over and sat with us.
The band, the bartender, and the waiter, we had a half an hour conversation with them.
Kind of cool.
Because you're a real person, right? You're not a health freak.
That's right.
Not a muscle bound, like we're not, like we just look like average Joes.
Yeah.
That's all we are.
I'm just a little more average Joe than others. But that's it, right? And that's where we're at. Yep. So it hits home, and it can hit home to the masses. That's the thing.
So having been there, and you're in the arena every day, the Bridgestone Arena where the Nashville Predators play, and they got the entire stadium or arena filled with 16,000 people. They blocked off the back of it behind the stage there, but that's an impressive sight and sound for sure. And we learned so many great things while we were there about the company, where they're going, what they're going to be getting into and expanding into over the next little while. Their goal is to be the largest health and wellness company in the world and, impact physical and financial pain with people around the world. Now what? Like, what were your thoughts? I'm sure you've had a lot of chance to talk about that as you've been driving home. Kind of, how are you going to be able to support Sheri and work together on this? Because I know you're busy, like everybody. Sheri's super busy at work. You're busy with your company and what you do. I'm busy, right? Everybody I know is busy. How are you going to fit your goal and desire to, move forward with what you've learned, over the next days, weeks, months, years?
Well, we've actually talked, one of the conversations we had on the way home was the integration. For those that don't know, my business is a health and safety, first aid, and emergency planning business. Almost 2 years ago, whenever Sheri started getting the meal bars, I used to have MRE rations, so the Army, the military style rations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got rid of the rations, and I use meal bars now in our emergency kits.
Cool.
Because it does the exact same thing. It keeps. So I've tried to integrate Sheri's business into my business.
That's cool.
And I think through our discussion, the health and safety is now going to become health, safety, and wellness.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to integrate with the oils. So the goal over the next 4 weeks, I'll say, is to get my social media presence up and running and include the essential oils, include some of those wellness options that are available. And then from that point, I'm going to start being a consultant. That's my goal.
Yep. And in our partnership, he's going to be the guy that understands, the financial wellness and the beautiful part about Isagenix is the ability to build a lifestyle around this. And so he's the math guy. So he's going to chat with you a little bit more and really nail down that compensation stuff, because I every day do the chatting with people in the wellness and the health and the mental health and that kind of stuff. So it's easy to integrate nutrition into that and wellness, now that this is a health and wellness company. But to be able to divert to him and say, you know what, now I want you to have a chat with Kev, because he's going to talk to you about the business side of this, because his brain is made for that. Mine's not. I can engage people and I can give them all the facts and I can teach and I can coach and educate. That's who I am. And so we talked a lot about how does it look for us now in terms of what we're going to do. I've gutted my side of the office because I have a whole new approach to this now. And that was, we talked about, what are we going to do? What are our first couple of steps? And I said, I have to be more consistent and I need to be authentic and I need to be present. And I need to change that so I feel like I'm engaged in what I want to do. We've got a big whiteboard that's going up hopefully this week or the next week or two. And we're going to put our schedule on it. And it might be, he's going to make supper for the kids. And I'm going to come up here and watch a couple podcasts, or I'm going to join the Zoom call, or I'm going to make some calls, or I'm going to work on it. And so we're going to schedule stuff so that we're being a lot more consistent. As opposed
to support, it's going to become a partnership.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at right now. So I hope if I get the invite, I'll start being involved in the Zoom calls, understanding some of the up and coming things, that if it is the compensation plan, or if it is focused more on the analytics and on the data side of it, that's where I'm going to be able to help out, and that's where I'll be able to provide more of the information.
Yeah, well, we'll absolutely talk. I'll send you the info for our Monday night accountability call that goes on every week, which will be great just as a focus for things to keep people on track for their own goals. And the great thing about the whole company is it's nice to know more, but we've got so many systems in place that you just plug yourself into and other people into. You just really need to know where. to go to get the information. So we'll send you all that as well. So anyways, guys, thank you so much. I'm glad you made it back home and safe and sound. I could talk forever about all this, so I'll stop it now so that we can, make it a little tighter in terms of ability for people to be able to utilize this information and go over it. But thank you so much for coming. Kevin, great to meet you in person. Michelle had a great time meeting you and seeing Sheri again. And I was going to pause the recording now, and we'll catch up with you in a minute.
Okay.